What's up, guys? This is the Rifleman, and I am back to bring you to the next episode of my Napoleon Total War Let's Play as Prussia. And in this episode, we are dealing with the dirty, dastardly Russians who have declared war on us. So we are being attacked by Mikhail Kutuzov, and we've also got a detachment of troops in the south. So we want to make sure we deploy appropriately. Otherwise, these guys could really cause problems. But in the main, most of the army ahead of us is militia. So the thing is with the militia for the Russian troops is they've got really good morale. They will just hang around. So we need to bear that in mind. Anyway, let's get to it. We're going to be using a lot of our artillery firepower on the Russian hordes. Like I say, we need to be really careful about... Well, we're probably going to be deploying up here regardless, just because down here is going to be a real risk. Because what can tend to happen is you get... you just get absolute... I mean, this is a really nice bit of ground, but a really nice ridge. But this is a really nice hill. This provides us good all-round defense, I think. So let's do something like this. Yeah, the risk is that we get a heavily engaged by enemy militia to in the front, and what ends up happening is that really causes us to focus on. Trying to not be swamped by militia, all the while their reinforcements just come in and smack us in the flank. So that's the risk there. If I deploy in sort of an all-round fashion, 6-pounders on the hill behind these units, then my 12s can be sort of like this, on the lookout. Fusiliers, Jaeger, and Life Grenadiers can deploy wherever the enemy starts to make their presence felt. Actually, my Jaeger might be in front, ready to deploy stakes. Not quite sure where they're going to be.
When outnumbered, make sure you...
Quiet, you. Why is that a thing? So, enemy directly ahead of us. Be surprised. To be expected. None of my 12s are in range. Okay, yeah, you guys might be a bit of a reinforcing unit. We won't necessarily know where the enemy assault is coming in until we start routing some of their units. I'd really like to have a go at those 6-pounders. Especially because they're horse artillery, so they've got a nice big box to aim at. I remember in the past how dangerous the enemy, how dangerous Russian militia can be en masse, because they've got such good morale. They just push and push and push and get to the point where they can just engage your line. My 12-pounder's already engaging something else. Let's see if we can focus on those horse artillery unit and see if we can cause it to run away and see where the reinforcements are. But normally like a bit of an angle, because right now I think if this is a rectangle to shoot at, you've got like a narrow front to hit it, compared to like from the side you got even like a wide miss can take out multiple horse teams. Last. They're limbering up. Now our 6-pounders are now in position. Yeah. They're just in range of our 6. Oh no, they're not. No, they're not. They were previously. Yeah, my 12s are going to engage. Get a bit of counter battery action, but right now I'm just going to... Ooh, hold on a minute. Why have you moved? You barrage as well then.
Huh? is soon to be yours.
You got one of the guns. But to be fair, my 6 is probably better focus on the enemy ahead of us. My 12s can focus on the guns still. Pounders on the hill, found targets. Ah, the enemy cavalry. Still only one gun down. They can't decide if they want to attack me or not. Sounds backwards to use 12 pounders on militia, but that's kind of what you got to do against the Russians. So it probably still makes sense to keep focusing on grenadiers. Keep one of my 12 pounders engaging their artillery at least. Bouncing shot through the middle of this Cossack cavalry formation. Okay, let's get this line ready to try and back up troops. Fire at will off. Although they're going to run straight into my stakes, so... almost certainly. Go for that block of troops. Maybe move you guys a bit. Cossack cavalry is still scampering around in front of our line, so they're probably going to be turned back by musket fire. There they go. Although now this unit of lancers has come back. Good hits right in the middle of their line. They've all got lots of stakes up, so you want to be careful. Oh, they're retreating again. Still round shot for now. Okay, let's make sure my cavalry on the left is out wide, because we've got a bit of a shorter line here. Actually probably can stretch the line out a bit further, increase our firepower. There we go. Enemy musketeers within artillery range. Hit them. Pounders to the rear, focus on that unit of militia. Might take my fusiliers out and strengthen the right flank. Lads, 18th Regiment, they are steady. You're hitting them. Aim at the centre of their formation. probably bring general staff over on the right flank. Well, general's providing a bit of a boost. Let's kick my dragoons into gear. These chaps might get quite badly slaughtered as they charge up the hill. My light cavalry moving on. My light cavalry attack that unit of militia. Pull the cavalry back. Artillery barrage. Okay, commit my line. Actually, you guys fire it well on. Sure, these 6-pounders are engaging that line. There's the enemy reinforcement. Okay, you men want to get into a musket fight at point blank range, you are welcome. Leap Grenadiers, get over here. Or Leib Grenadiers. Face them down. Gunners are very upset. Get my general back over here. Ooh. I know he's under attack. It's a very important job at the moment called sweeping up. One of those grenadiers can deal with them. So I'm going to get swamped on this right flank. No, wait, this worked. These grenadiers to just attack the militia. Okay, this cavalry, my dragoons, seek out Kutuzov. Stay within range of the support, switch to round shot. Engage that musketeer unit. There we go, grenadiers have beaten the Russians on that flank. Form up. I might bring these Fusiliers back.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
We kill him deliberately? That might have been a missed artillery fire. Either way, death of Kutuzov is great news for us. 12-pounder. Engage that mass of Russian troops that still holds in the centre. In with you guys. Barrage. Okay. Hold back our cavalry. More deliberately defend the edge of this hill now. Okay, let's go get that gun team. Artillery, keep hammering home. No, not all of you. It's just you guys. Because this area is a bit weak. Get my grenadiers in here. Yeah, the reinforcements are coming in, well, they would have been coming in right on our flank. So if we'd have been here, coming in right over there. It's not what we want. Okay, we're at their artillery. It's quite an elite unit of artillery, so we're going to make sure we do kill it. Yeah, the Lancers is here, but they're going to collide into our stakes. We've got a good amount of value from those stakes. Managed to get my engineers into whoops, friendly fire. Got my grenadiers into square. My grenadiers behind the line. Oops, my general might get his head blown off from his own artillery. Warm up. The main thing to worry about is ammunition state, but we've got enough units that are in good shape. Let's keep hammering them. Get my 12-pounders working on picking off the enemy cavalry. Worst comes to the worst, we have enough artillery that we can just sit here and be fodder while our artillery kills them. Bring my hussars across to attack the militia. There we go. Bring my cavalry back because it looks like they're changing their target. No, they aren't. Yes, they are. Get back to safety, my friends. Yeah, they're charging us, and a few of our chaps decided they were going to stay there and fight. Looks like they do not want to commit. Well, until they get within range of my grenadiers. Or have they broken? Yeah, they broke. And now it's up to their last serial detachments of musketeers. Hello, my friends. A lot of artillery fire against their grenadiers. Against their cavalry, rather. They're down to 88 lancers, which is always nice. That may well be the commander of their detachment. But yeah, you soon see they've got a reasonable block of infantry coming in from back here, but it will not be enough. 4th, 93rd, 92nd, 91st. 62nd, 36th, 23rd, 21st. Luckily, this wing is the wing that's got the most ammo. So we should be okay. Some of these other chaps, like the 1st Regiment, they've not got much ammo. But when they run out, 31st Swiss line will fold in. Oh, yeah. Goes that Lancer unit. Get this other 12-pounder unit to start working on some of their infantry that's running. Same with this 6-pounder foot. .36 Lancers still. Oh, they're still getting hit. Here they come. Broken. Shot a handful out of the saddle at the last second. Is that their other cavalry unit gone? Yeah, it's just their infantry, and they are in a bit of a mixed bag for the enemy infantry. Because right now it's, yeah, they are an infantry-only force in a against a not disciplinary, but a multi-unit force. Combined arms army, that's what we are. Get our troops in the line. Cavalry's coming back. You're gonna get shot from the saddle. There they go, and they are shattered. There goes the 21st. They've already shattered. Oh, good hit. Routing already. So they're likely to come back multiple times, but will do nicely. Circa 50 men already killed. There we go. They come back again. They're like, oh no, you don't. We're like, oh yes, you do. Oh yes, we do, rather. There we go. Form back up again, but we've reloaded before we reloaded in time. That's another 20 men killed. Jaeger's firing over the heads of my line to pick off the 36th. There's a volley going in. Excellent combination there. Meanwhile, my cavalry is just sat there going, here. What's going on here? They're going to put a volley in. Fusiliers gained another unit of a piece of chevron of experience. Charge my dragoons and my lancers into the 93rd. See if we can just smash them. Very blunt force style of engagement, but they're marching uphill going, oh jeez. And suddenly, oh my god. They're concerned their general's dead. Their morale's not the best. Anyway, wavering. We can knock them down a bit more. Potentially with a few Jaeger pot shots. There we go. I'd like them shattered, but that's going to be a dream. Especially when we don't want to go too far because we don't want to draw too many of their troops this way. There we go, now they're shattered. Throw yourselves once more into the line, my friends. The 8th Grenadiers love it. Although they're not reloaded yet. The musket drill is getting sloppy. Oh, good hit. May as well commit my cavalry on this flank to do some chasing down. You can just about hit some of these guys, maybe. Oh man, it's the 92nd. Not even going to fire their volley. Okay, let's try and advance. We want to try and knock out some of these infantry units while they're still on the field and we're able to chase them down a bit. Jaeger's still able to pick off the 94th. There you go, fill your boots. Where's my general? Excellent, go chase down that unit. All guns cease fire. Good. My general's here. Yeah, it's stuck in. Don't know how many realistically we're going to take out, but casualties are casualties. Especially if it earns my general another chevron, it makes him that much sturdier. You want to kill that unit, aren't you? Are indeed. That's great. I help my general with his unit. You should be mowing those guys down. Now you are. Excellent. Slaughter your enemies. You're down to very much a handful of men. We are chipping away at you. As fast as we'd like, but you are going down. Come and kill the 91st. Well, the 91st have really spread out. They're over here and over here. Bring you over this way, probably with you guys as well.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
I don't give a damn. Oh, it looks like they're all over here now because this unit's coming across. You're going to stay here and chase after this one guy. Got him. Excellent.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Never. There are Russians to kill. They're exhausted, but they're eager because they know their enemy is ahead of them. Got him. Good. How about you, my general? Bump you guys into
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Only 2 guys left on the field. There we go. Nice. Very good. How many we killed? The Dragoons got the most, and they've gone up a bunch of experience points, and as they should, killing on average 10 men apiece. Lots of Good increases there. Fusiliers have gained some experience. I mean, in general, I'm happy as long as my infantry experience is cranking up. Horse artillery's gained some. Excellent. So there goes Kutuzov. Well, the remnants of Kutuzov. Kutuzov himself is very much out of the picture. We're getting raided. That is to be expected. Okay, so let's bring you up to this bridge. Try and chase some of these, squeeze some of these troops out of France. You're just going to stay here and replenish. You're going to stay here and replenish. You've got more than enough men to keep yourself up and together. Charles in Mecklenburg, his army's nearly done. Lucas nearly done. London is pacified, so we don't need all of this militia. Sorry about that. Sneeze crept in. Okay, let's disband all this militia. Get the infantry into London. Once these guys are replenished, they can be committed into the action. They may get sailed up to the eastern front, maybe. But I think yes, don't have many fleets in general. All fleet growing in the Baltic. But I think now is the time where we need to start building a mighty force, and that will come from Portsmouth. Go annihilate this small Russian force. Mostly it's just to block up the Baltics. Yeah, there's no extra Russian effort really near our frontier. So we will keep boosting our garrisons there. Okay. I think that's everything. Yes. And to make sure we are boosting our garrisons at the front. Because the Spanish may see our predicament as opportunity. There we go, so we'll give them a gun and an infantry unit apiece next turn. Excellent. We're well placed to launch an attack on Reims, and once we do that and clear out this area, start building some, or starting to actually advance properly. Although, yeah, we start capturing some of these Russian frontier towns, really. Bring the war to our enemy. Keep on recruiting even more armies. Spies are on the move. What are you going to do now, Russia? I mean, they're lucky I've not really got offensive forces on my eastern front, but that's because I had to focus them all on Britain. They're coming back. Oh. Grouping their strength. Okay, there's 2 engagements lined up, potentially a third as well. I want to send one army to Reims to blockade it, or just to put it under siege to prevent them from exploiting. Production. Great museum. Cheap. A bunch of money. Clausewitz put Reims under siege. Here's one engagement. Here's another engagement. Here's a third engagement, and then a fourth engagement, and then that is Russia defeated. Probably don't need to be too far away from. Well, I could probably put this force here to prevent this army from driving northwest towards Paris. You can stay here to prevent this army from retreating through them up into northwestern France. You I don't care quite so much about. Okay. Let's attack. Lots of musketeers, lots of cavalry. Yeah, we're not going to give a damn about any of that. But we'll have, at the conclusion of these engagements, we'll have destroyed these Russian footholds behind our line quite conclusively. Okay, my 12s. If I deploy you there, can you start engaging? You can. Horse artillery I need to be careful with because they've got a large mounted component. And they could very easily surround and destroy any artillery force I send forward in numbers. Something like that. The 12s can open up as they see fit. My infantry line simply advance. .45. Focus on their horse artillery.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Give me a minute, damn. .59 and 120. Right, the cavalry strength is on the right. Let's bring a dragoon unit across. And granted, all of my line except for my fusiliers can place form square anyway. So I think Fusilier just got his head blown off. 2 Fusiliers got their head blown off by a cannonball. They've abandoned their artillery. Fuck. Clipped a whole line out of these musketeers. The cavalry are charging. Infantry run. My cavalry run. Get ready to intercept these troops. Charge the lancers. Russian fusiliers form up behind the combat and don't shoot into it. Go on, Horse Guard. They want to run in front of another unit to be shot at, they can. There we go, shattered. Pull the cuirassier back. A lot of artillery engaging those cavalry teams. Let's switch my artillery to focus on the infantry in the centre. Their lancers gained some experience there. Need to pull my cavalry out of this engagement. They're just going to get shot by the Russians. Lots of musket fire on the lancers in the centre. I'm not going to adjust my line too strongly at the moment. I'm just going to let my infantry shoot their cavalry to ribbons. slam the door hard on the right flank of the Russian formation. They bring my cavalry back again. Militia wants a taste of it. Fusiliers form up. The enemy cavalry have broken against our line. Something like that. Not a great position behind those tall, rocky feature. We will do what we must. Unsurprisingly, my 2 units of heavy cavalry have obliterated their militia unit. My 12-pounders to keep focusing on their general. Oh, what the hell, let's get dangerous. I want to keep advancing aggressively because we are getting into a position where we can sort of surround them. God damn, horse artillery, focus on that regiment right there. Because their front has collapsed. They're shooting at my cavalry, but I'm going to have to take the risk. An awful lot of men out here doing not very much. There we go, there go the 84th. General into this. Fairly sure it's only this cavalry unit that's keeping them in the game. Lancers versus dragoons. Sure why it's taking so long to kill so few lancers. Get my Black Brunswickers involved. They'll put a volley into the enemy. Make sure you cease fire. I could have just shot my own general. No, I can't chase down that routing unit because they've come back. Thank God, I thought I'd shot my own general. You look, now they're all... Oh, this is the worst bit. They all decide to go after my cavalry chasing down their comrades rather than doing the dumb thing and engaging our line. This is why I'm always constantly just pushing the line forward and saying, don't give it up, don't give it up. Still, if we kill a few units of musketeers, that's something. He's down the 23rd. They've not got long to go. Fusiliers, fire at will. God, gun these Russians down at close range. Bump into these Russians and start hacking them down. My general, make sure he's safe. Okay, all my artillery cease fire. Let's keep an eye on my general. Yeah, because he's come back. Because they've come back, rather. Nope, they've broken again. Good. Continue. There you go, General. Go and attack the 29th Regiment of Foot. See them off of our green and pleasant Prussian land.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
I don't give a damn. You've not got many men you need to kill, really. So let's try and... They ran them through that unit and they just literally ran past them. You do need to keep giving them attack orders rather than running them in. Good, you got your guys. Roll, kill those guys. One guy
the men
remained.
are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
So awkward trying to kill shattered units in Napoleon. There we go. Still, a slaughter is a slaughter, and I'll still take it. Okay, in which case I might move Scharnhorst away. Just so I can auto-resolve its final engagement. Hero of the army, +4 morale. God damn. Very good, General. Right, now the other one is Adolf versus Fabian von Osten-Sacken. Excellent. It's another named general to kill, plus a ragtag mix of cavalry and infantry. Ooh, it's a river crossing. Interesting. Not going to be able to stop us, though. We'll force them back across the river. So... I don't think my 12-pounders have the rain. Nope. My horse artillery is going to race forward. This block of troops is going to swarm across the ford. These troops are going to cross at the bridge. Cavalry is also going to try and run across. Infantry get across. Foot artillery get across. Horse artillery race forward to here. Newman rush. Cavalry rush. General rush on the left. There we go. The enemy lancers are coming forward to try and oppose our crossing. Make sure my Feldjäger are fire at will off. Enemy cavalry. Okay, the enemy cavalry might get to this bridge first, in which case our cavalry here will simply hold, as will infantry. Here. Over here we have an engagement. My artillery might actually also redeploy. Here we go, we're going to have to fight our way across the river. So the bulk of our troops need to form this line. My Jaeger, they're going to go wide. 6-pounder horse artillery, provide close support. The enemy has not secured the crossing on the bridge, so we will go get our cavalry across. We've won our engagement. I don't walk, you need to run. Death's Head Hussars. Oh yeah, we have to recommit actually. You are a mighty target, all that infantry in one block. Death's Head Hussars re-engage the Lancers. Yeah, there we go. Enemy 12-pounders, 12-pounders unlimber. Jaeger form up on the flank. Death's Head Hussars go for the enemy. Infantry also engage those lancers. The dragoons are already in. This is the main focus here. General, push forward. Secure that damn flank. Like Bill Jaeger, get out of the way. You want to stop us from crossing? We will meet you with cold steel. Both my 6-pounders engage that general's staff. My 12-pounders do something else. Skirmishers are in action on the flank. Push forward and engage the troops trying to stop us. Push my skirmishers forward. How goes the other flank? Excellently well. Hussars, get up here. Everybody who isn't that cavalry unit. Get forward. The dragoons over here, push out. Excellent.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Of course he's under attack. He's living a life. My hussars are going to take out the enemy guns. Push forward into the woods. Show the Russians what it means to be on the receiving end of a Russian cavalry charge. Excellent. Don't give them a moment to reform. All my artillery cease fire. Dragoons, kill that general. Cavalry charge on one flank, bayonet charge on the other. General has collapsed. Gunners have retreated again. All my artillery limber up. Go right down these enemy troops. They might re-engage their artillery. Where's my general? Excellent. Slaughter these gunners. Slaughter these men. They are screwed. There they go. We are going to continue. All the infantry, just get out of the way. You kill the 58th, you kill 30th, General go after the 46th, this unit go after the 88th. Excellent. Oh, I got a unit of Dragoons currently uncommitted. Try kill the 9th. Slowly picking away at them. Good, my hussars got their fellows. Bodyguard can get some help. Kill them. Kill them all. A few going to escape at the edge of the map, but mainly what I want, obviously apart from the win, the only thing I really want from these sorts of engagements is to kill their general. Really, that's all I'm after.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
Troops across. There's only like, there's literally 2 people you have to kill. They're done. Everybody's trying to kill the 30th now. Don't want my cavalry grouped up. That just doesn't work. Eventually, you do just get that critical mass of cavalry where you do actually chase down and kill spread out units. So there we go. Another very good engagement. And let's also resolve that. Excellent. You've done a fantastic job there. Lots of historic battle warnings. Not warnings. Memorials. I might actually bring you over to this army, bring Scharnhorst around, or put Scharnhorst in Paris, then out. I mean, he could go... No, he's not. He hasn't got range. But the idea is I'm stopping the enemy from helping the siege. Even if they went for you, I might still fancy my chances. I might put you on the bridge. So if they want to try and go anywhere, they've got to go all the way around here. So if they try and force one of the bridges, we get a bridge engagement. And even though this army's a bit bleh, it's still loads of muskets. So that's still fine. Great. Okay, let's check out. So, Heinrich. Let's get you an army. Oh, Jaeger Sophia, Dragoon. Kawachis, Lancers. Experimental howitzer. Have I got a better howitzer? 7-pound howitzer. 2 12-pounder horse artillery unit. 2 12-pounder units, not horse. Excellent. Start building up yet another force. So 2 turns till we get the general staff, then we can build a staff college. Can I already get another general? Nope, not yet. Oh no, only because I haven't got money. I can build another general. That'd be great. visibility on Vilnius, but all of my spies are now storming eastward. Keep an eye on the Russian menace. Excellent. Just don't want Spain to think we're too weak and try and push and attack us. Ultimately, I've got enough troops I could probably continue the attack on Spain. But let's go get the Russians, mainly because I'm going to have a really long front line with Austria. So that's going to need holding. Various points. Now they're directing forces northward. Russia's bringing their navy out to play. Ah, and the garrison is sallying out of Reims, but looking at the timer, I believe it's time to end the episode. So, thanks for watching guys, hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for the battle outside the walls of Reims. Cheers everyone.